Hey, thank you for joining me on this beautiful, amazing event on how to set up a business. And we're going to choose whatever business you want to choose. It's going to be a low budget, like you probably read in the description, that it's going to be 2 to 3, 4, 500 you get to spend on it. Now, that doesn't include what you want to spend later on in marketing. It doesn't include what you want to do is spend on some team or, some, I don't know, some Fiverr gigs to help you, get a logo, right? It's going to be an initial cost of X amount. None of this is going to me. This is all for you to create your own business. I'm grateful that you've come here. This is a pre-recorded event, and I've had success during this event in terms of numbers of participants coming up to this event. And if you're joining me from school.com or any other platform where you're in this group coaching environment, amazing. I look forward to interacting with you, and it's great that you're in the group because then you can work on goals, you can work on creating targets, you can work on actions on a consistent basis and have someone hold you accountable. So I'm grateful that you're on in the group coaching section. Now, if you're here on Meetup, that's amazing too. You can join a free WhatsApp community at the end of this. I don't have anything to sell to you, but this is just massive value I want to give to you. With that being said, today is going to be a matter of I'm just going to show you the initial things. There's going to be background stuff. Again, in the description, I've mentioned that it's great when it's done, but when it's starting up, it's a pain. It's hard. It's not easy. People may quit, but you will learn a lot of things in that process. So I'm going to share my screen in a couple of minutes and how this event is going to go. For the first 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to share with you a variety of things in terms of websites or in terms of how to get this set up. I'm not going to go too much into detail then of exactly what what behind the scenes looks like. This is where gets tricky. This is where what I've just mentioned a moment ago, where people will probably give up or they won't know what to do. If you are not tech savvy, this probably isn't going to be for you. Particularly what I'm going to show. There's a million and one other ways to set up a business, but I'm talking about an online business, something that is passive income. But it's not going to be passive income the first day. It's not going to be passive income the second day. Nobody's going to know of your website, so you have to get that out there. You get to choose the website. In the 15 minutes, 20 minutes that we run through this, you'll be able to choose whatever one you want. I hope I'm making much sense. I hope I'm not speaking too fast. I know some people come from on Meetup and they join these events and I say I speak fast. Well, maybe it's just enthusiasm, maybe it's energy, and I hope you can get across to you. And I hope you can, open your mind to other possibilities, to what's possible in your life. Let's share my screen, okay? And let's dive right into it. Before I show you how to get this, let me ask you a couple of questions back at you, okay? So I want to share my screen here for. Let me actually get pulled up because I don't know which one it is. This is technology and all that stuff. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, so here we go. Google Chrome. I imagine you can still see me in the corner, or you can still hear me at least. So you've got this big screen here in front of you. This is Fiverr, but let's not look at Fiverr for now. Here is a website. Maybe you know of Udemy, or if you're from Ireland, Alison.com is a website where you can get courses. Maybe you have your own course website in your own local, in your, in your country. Udemy is one of the most famous course websites across the world. Here is upskillonline.org. And Upskill Online, there's clearly a variety of courses here. And I just clicked into the business money making section. Who doesn't want that? EasyCast Instagram, probably not going to be that easy. Being to riches, social success. Okay, so look, there's loads and loads and loads, pages and pages of courses. And if this was your website, what would you think? This is your business. This is what you want. This is yours. You are the conductor of this website. How would you feel about that? I do put a pause on there for a second because I really want you to actually think of that for a second. If you own this website, how would you feel? You don't have to do these courses. You don't have to write these courses. These courses are already done. These courses are already uploaded, should I say, onto this site. And if I pull up Udemy here real quick, Udemy is a perfect example of the exact same thing. So remember, we've got different courses here, and on Udemy online courses, learn anything. These are, millions of courses. I think I genuinely do believe there's millions of courses. Right? Look how in depth that goes in. Okay, but for example, look at this one. I seen this yesterday when I held this exact same event. 9.99 courses and 460,000 reviews, and you can only give a review if you have downloaded or got the course. So there's clearly about 500,000 people, let's say, who's paid that. It's 5 million. That's literally 5 million worth of revenue through that one course. Now, Udemy is a site just like Upskill Online. Okay, and what is going to happen is behind the scenes, there's going to be someone who owns Udemy. Might be a variety of people because it's such a big website. There might be a team now, and it's again that's further down the road. And by the way, just as I'm speaking, what comes up for me right now is, well, I don't want this. I don't want a course website. That's fine, but we're going to move into something else in a moment. But open your mind. All we're doing is just peeling the orange off, or peeling the layers off the onion, and we're starting to become aware of, oh, well, this is a possibility. So someone's behind Udemy, someone owns this website, and the course creator is getting paid X percent. Now there is the owner of Udemy who's getting paid X percent. Okay, so for this website, I know personally that the owner of the course gets 60%, and then Upskill gets 40%. Okay, so I'm not going to do. I mean, that's just a ridiculous number. $47. Imagine doing 60% of that. I'm not going to be able to tell you that. So let's just say it's a $10 course, right? 60% of that, the course maker who has finished the course, they don't need to upload any more courses. They don't need to do any more work. It's €6 for them, and it's €4 for the website owner. So let's say it's a 60-40 split for this. 60% of 5 million. What is that? It's like what, 2.8 million, right? 2.9, something along them lines. So Udemy is made just off that one course alone by not having to do anything, by the way, by not having to create it. Well, I say not, but not having to do anything. What I mean is by not having to create that particular course. This website is set, it's automatic, it's passive. People upload their courses to this site. If you want to become an instructor, you can become an instructor on this website. Register, become an instructor. So if you have a course out there, go to Upskill Online. Become an instructor, upload your course, and if someone purchases it, you're going to get 60% of whatever price you choose. You get to choose your price. Okay, so this actual site here is a beautiful site for passive income. Here's another site, Quasi.com. Quasi.com, you book your flights and hotels, and you can book over 500,000 flights and hotels. And Quasi.com, if you know me, you know this is my site. I own this site, Quasi.com. And it's very simple, very, very simple. It's these blogs are automatic. They just get refreshed each day or every other day, and all of this is phenomenal. Someone sets up here, we get their email. Here's a couple of the partners, and these are very relevant for behind the scenes. But this is a website again, like I own. So if I just type in New York, we want to go New York, and we go to the United States, whatever dates, and we search. Okay, so we're brought onto this page here. If we were a person who was looking to book away and book and go on flights to New York, should I say? Well, now what happens is me being the course, me being the website owner, I don't have to do anything anymore. I don't. It is fully automatic. The only thing I have to do, and this is a pretty big thing, is I have to get traffic to the website. Now this comes after you've set up the website. You're not going to get the traffic before you set up the website. You set up the website, and then boom, you get either it's a course website or it's a travel website. And again, we're going to go into other examples in a couple of moments. But for right now, there's two examples. Again, opening the door to possibility. Someone wants to go away to here. Okay, so let's say it's $487, €487, right? A return flight, but they do have to stop. Now we can filter over here on the left hand side where we say direct, right? Because that's what people want, right? So from Dublin to New York, and New York back to Dublin, where I'm living, of course, or where I'm staying at this particular time, 487. Okay, and you go Lufthansa. I think Aer Lingus would be here somewhere. Right, there's Aer Lingus, very popular. 99979. For example, you know, I'm actually going to go on to. Here's a flight. I'm actually going to go on to Aer Lingus and just check out the flight prices because I think this will be an interesting comparison. So, what date was it? It was the 25th of May to the 1st of June. Okay, confirm. And where we want to go. We want to go to New York. I wonder if it's the same airport, by the way, because they do have a couple. It's JFK, is it? Or maybe it's just New York in general. We'll find out here. No, I won't find out. Hopefully it's just New York in general. MIC. Does it say JFK? Oh yeah, John F. Kennedy. Let me go down to this one. Okay. The John F. Kennedy and back from John F. Kennedy. Yeah, perfect. So 25th to the 1st of June. Okay. 25th to the 1st of June. Boom. Passengers. Now, this is the official website. So technically, you should get a discount. It should not be 979, right? And it's great if it's not 979. Like hopefully Aer Lingus is cheaper here, but hopefully it's not cheaper by gazillion or 500 euro. So by the way, this is one way. So we haven't got both ways. So don't be go. Oh my God, 447. So for example, it is 11 o'clock. So let's go with the 11 o'clock flight here, and we go to Smart, just for example, and then JFK coming home. What's that? What time is it on this? 1 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 5, 7, 9. So what's that? Continue. I can't see the checkout. What it says over there, 1,026. Now this is cheaper right now, but if I was to go through here, okay, for example, and this is a great example. This is a great understanding of what's going on. So I will let you in on a secret, by the way, that this is doing its calculations, and maybe Flexi Ticket is probably exactly what we're looking at. So that this is probably the actual price, and this what I mean by the actual price is that this I think is without any I think it is a standard ticket compared to a Flexi Ticket. Maybe it's not. Let me see. I think it's different in terms of your baggage. Obviously baggage is very important and you're going to take bags across with you. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're not going to take bags with you. But if we do go with, where is the direct flight? The Aer Lingus one. Okay, so here we go. Just out of curiosity, let's see what this brings up. And I'm really happy that I'm going into this much detail just to give you an overview on how beneficial this will be to you if you had a site like this. All right, so you get travel luggage, 960. So it's actually cheaper here on this website, which is really interesting. I thought it was going to be more. Yeah, like this is actually cheaper here on Quasi.com on my official website. By the way, if you're going to use Quasi.com, of course. So it's interesting. How much cheaper is it? It's $60, $66, 66 euro cheaper. Now, for example, let's say someone does pay 960 euro, and that's just, let's say, just standard. I would get about 6, 7, or 8% commission on that. So, let's just say it's rounded up to 1,000, 6%. I get 60 euro or 70 euro, 80 euro, just off this one passenger. If there's 2 passengers gone, I'm going to get double. If there's 3, 4, 5, if there's loads, this is only one trip, by the way, right? We're not understanding this is like we could have 5 million people coming onto the Quasi website, and they could be booking thousands and thousands and thousands of flights a day, and you'd be getting thousands and thousands of passive income. The site's set up, you don't have to do anything. And you might say, because I got this question recently, what about people who have complaints, right? And that's fine, but if you see this, we're connected here to travel payouts. Now, travel payouts is see mytrip.com, and there's other ones. There's gonna be Kiwi here, Lufthansa, Go to Gate. Right, so these are all. Is there more? Yeah, Wiggy, MyTrip, awesome. So these are all part of the one umbrella, which is travel payouts. So this is affiliate network. It's all one place. So would it being in one place, that's great for us because why is that great for us? Because we don't actually take care of customer service. That eluded me there for a moment, but we don't take care of customer service because it's in and a part of this. This is all, again, by the way, this is just for travel sector. So if you don't want to do travel, okay, I know I'm upskill. You need to be the customer service rep, but again, it's what are you going to need to be a refund or two, maybe. I don't even know if you have to do a refund because they pay for the course, and maybe it's part of your rules that you don't get a refund. So there's a million and one things that we can do, and a million and one great things that's happened here. It's it makes sense for people to go onto your site. They'd be saving €60 if they didn't go onto your site. Same flights, the exact same flights. So I just want to check that again. EI 105, EI 105, and then coming back EI 106. So EI 106 on the exact same flight, €60 cheaper. It's a no-brainer to go with Quasi.com. I'm saying that to you right now as you're listening. Of course, use Quasi.com, okay? But I'm also not saying that to you. I'm saying look at the opportunity you have. You can be cheaper than the official airline. And I wonder if we'd done a different airline, like Lufthansa was the example there, would it be cheaper as well? I'm not going to do that right now. But let's move into the realm of, okay, what actually can we do ourselves? What can I do? AKA, I'm speaking about you. What can I do? How I got Quasi.com is I got a Fiverr gig. So go on to Fiverr.com. You might want to get the pen and paper for this. So Fiverr.com. I'm not Fiverr, so I don't know why I'm about to type in Fiverr. But what you want to type in is passive income businesses. Okay? Or you want to type in e-commerce businesses, or if you're interested in drop shipping, or you want to type in a course website, or you want to type in a news website, or you want to type in a blog website, or you want to type in travel website. You get to play with this. You get to choose your search bar because it's your business. Here's an example: health business. I'll show you that in a moment. Here's 4,000 gigs services, we could say, and you can filter them if you want to filter them. You can put your budget in if you want to put your budget in. But I'm not going to run through every single one of these 4,000. But for example, create your dream travel site to earn passive income. Let me see some of these pictures. There's travel payouts, by the way. That's what travel payouts is exactly like. Just like that's the affiliate marketing. That's the affiliate for all of the other flights. Okay. For all of the it's the travel site where you got the Lufthansa, you got the Kiwi.com, you got the GoToGate.com. So it's the hub, we could say. I actually thought there was going to be pictures here, but they don't have pictures on this one. 526 reviews, 5-star reviews. And I didn't even go with this particular gig. But how many websites do you think are out there that are like this? There's got to be hundreds of thousands, maybe tens of thousands, let's say. Tens of thousands, we'll say. And if you think about, I don't know if you know Expedia.com or if you know Trivago.com or you know Booking.com, these are one of the biggest booking sites. We can do hotels as well. Similar story. But with this, they're all just affiliate sites. They're all just hubs. We are a hub as well. We've created a hub. If you've got a course website, you're a hub. You're the owner of the site. You don't have to do all the nitty-gritty stuff that's on the site, but what you do need to do is get people onto your site. That is a part of what we're going to cover in a couple of moments. Okay, so you can get an app if you're interested in an app. I have never looked into that myself personally and don't think that, oh, well, then if Gary hasn't done it, I shouldn't do it. If you're interested in apps, absolutely get an app. Okay, I'm just looking for one here here's another travel website. I'm looking for one that has, again, this person doesn't have pictures. I'm looking for one that has pictures of a travel site. Autoblog. I mean, I do like an autoblog. And it might be a site that I would create because blogs are very, 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 very good long term. They're not good short term. They're not good when you have no one following you. But if you do it long term, your whole life's going to be transformed because you're going to have affiliate links for life and they're all going to be there. Here's another site, right? I have no clue what the name of this site is, but it's the exact same. And the truth be told, they're going to be linked to the same place, travel payouts. It's going to be linked to the same place, travel payouts. They're all going to be linked back there. And we're going to get the same commission if we book on the flights. It's going to be a competition in terms of getting people onto the website. That's all we have to do, technically. Once we set it up, all we have to do is get people onto the site. Okay. So Shopify site, if you want to have a Shopify site, when we see this 10K a month, it's true, it's possible, but is it going to happen overnight? No. So what you need to do is, what are your goals? And whatever your goals are, whatever your lifestyle is, See if you can do that from your business. And with that being the case, do not stop. Do not give up after 6 weeks, 2 weeks. Jesus Christ, I can't say how many times, even people in school or school.com in the group coaching, how they'll get the burst of energy for 2 3 weeks. They get the bug, they get the fever. They're this is amazing. We're ready to rock here. And then what happens? Then it starts to fizzle out because they don't get the results they were expecting. But I challenge you. How many sports stars do you know have gotten world class, become world class after 6 weeks, after 2 months, after 3 years? It takes years. This might take you years, but you have got to be committed to it for years. And if you aren't committed to it for years, it's going to transform your life. It's not a matter of, okay, here we go. Gary's doing great. We're going to just listen to Gary and we're going to be like, this is going to be it. This is going to be a slog. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be maybe not a fight, but this is going to be something that you have to put some energy into, and you're going to have to put some energy into it long term. I cannot express to you how much time people give up too early. There's an old analogy, there's an old metaphor of a bamboo tree. And the bamboo tree is this, where you plant the seed of the bamboo tree and you water it, and you have to water every single day. And you water every single day for how long? 1 year? No. You have to water every single day just to see it, just to start to see the little bit of the tree, of the bamboo tree. If you see your neighbor across the road going out and watering the same part of the grass every single morning, and nothing happened for a year, for 6 months, you think the guy's absolutely crazy. But when this tree comes up out of the grass, out of the ground, it grows like 60 meters in 5 weeks or something ridiculous. You starting your business, that's exactly maybe the process you have to go through. 5 years of watering that seed every single day. And once it takes off, it takes off. And then you don't have to do anything again. I don't believe you have to do anything again at that stage where millions of people just know your site, or hundreds of thousands of people know your site. I'm interested in this one, and I think I'll be getting a news site. I'm not particularly interested in news, but I like sports news, and I know I have an interest in it. So it'd be, again, something that's just set up there. I don't have to do it. How you'd earn money off this, I imagine, is by people putting ads on your page. Again, it's not a matter of I need to do this, or it's a matter of you need to do this. You don't need to do this. This is just one that you could be interested in. Crypto, obviously very popular as I record this. So another new site. Let me just go into the ones I have saved, and these might be relevant to yourself. Okay, I do have a new site saved in here, but that's not one I want to show you. If you're interested in CBD oil, that is, I believe, on the rise. Well then, okay, get a site. Here is a great example of a site that I think a lot of people would benefit from. So, look at this site. Imagine this being your official site. This is yours. Imagine that. Instead of it being GAT, it is called PAT. Yeah, PAT Sport. And you'd get your own little label. It'd be all pretty automatic. And then you'd be affiliated with these. PAT Creatine. PAT Top. Now, I actually don't know how much this goes in because I don't have a fitness and health site. And it will be very interesting to, if you do get it, to let me know how that goes. Maybe you're interested in fitness. Imagine you were once you're in the gym one day and someone pulls up one of your t-shirts that you created. Premium, €242, a complete Shopify store. It doesn't have to be Shopify, it can be WordPress, and I recommend being WordPress over Shopify. Shopify is a monthly subscription, €15. If you got that and you're happy with that, you can happily do that. But WordPress is kind of a one-time, once a year type thing. It's like whatever your domain is. So it's cheaper. You get your live chats and blogs. It's great. We don't even have to do it. Analytics, 7 days. This is an example that you can go with. If you're interested in this, you can go with this. If you're not interested in fitness, great, don't. The learner website like Upskill, I will happily let you know that this is my site too. Upskillonline.org is my site. Quasi.com is my site too. Now I log in here. Hopefully that's the right login. Okay, never mind. I did change it. I'd have to go into Instagram to get it. But I don't know if you want to email me or not, but I don't think I'm using that email right now. If I was to show you what the back would look like, let me pause. Magic. Go back here. Say password. Yes, save. So this is kind of what your site's going to be looking like in the background, and the exact same thing is going to be for Quasi. For when I log into Quasi, it's going to have this. It's going to have this bar up here. It's going to be all of this stuff. But this is where I'm telling you that people are going to be like, "Oh my God, I don't know how to do this." You're going to have to learn. I'm sorry about it, but you're going to have to learn. So this is your background. This is your office. You can put in whatever box you want to put in here. This upskill is brand new, by the way. And by me posting it right here, you now know of this. The reason I logged in here, of course, is to share with you the back of this. You got to do your. See, the great thing about these gigs is that they set this up for you, and you don't have to do practically any of this. I swear to God, you basically don't have to do any of this. But if you had a small little idea of what to do, that would be amazing. Okay. Just like that, we're here. Okay, so this is the background. This is what, if I log into Quasi, I'd have the exact same bar up here at the top. And this is the background. This is the background stuff that you don't really have to do. The person who creates the website will do this stuff for you in the background. So let's say we go on the visit site here. This is what it will look like from your perspective. All of this. I have no clue what most of this stuff does. I genuinely don't. Every page. I'm afraid to go onto this page. And I don't need to go onto this page. You don't need to go onto this page. But this is an example of how a website is built. All this, I'd say crap. I have no clue how to do this. It's not crap to the people who build it. I don't know, edit it. I'm actually afraid to go in here and press these things in case it messes it up. I don't need to do any of this stuff. I just need to get people on the website. For you, you don't need to do with this stuff. People are going to do this for you. I'm going to have to get out of this. I don't even see. Right, see what I mean? Okay. Your home. You go. Upskill. You're going to have this bar here. You're going to have this bar on Quasi if you logged in. So again, if you go on Fiverr, search in passive income businesses, you can get some health store, you can get a learning website if you want, you can get a travel website, you can get a CBD oil website. Maybe they have pictures. They do have pictures. So this would be your shop. And people would go on there and they'd click on your little shop now. And what you have to do is get people onto your website. How do you get people onto your website? €116 for a fully functioning website, all pages, plug-in, full support. €116, and now it's set up. €116, and that's your site there. That's basically the exact same thing you're going to get. Blog, beauty, CBD for pets, pain relief, bestsellers, cart. So there you go. That's good, right? You want people to have a cart. $19.99. I don't know what percent you're going to get on that. Hemp chews for dogs. No, thank you. I'm not going to give my dog that. Okay. Whatever you're into, right? Whatever you're into. So passive income, search it up. Now, some common questions that I've got from the events that I've been doing, particularly around this type of business or orchestrating this idea, is that if you get the website, how do you get customers? Obvious question, right? I mean, it's probably the most important question. So let's have a little breakdown of what we covered, and let's get into that question. What we covered is, if you want to create a website that is completely passive, once it's set up, it's set up. You need to go onto Fiverr.com. When you're on Fiverr.com, search in passive income businesses, search in e-commerce businesses, search in online businesses, search in businesses for X, whatever X you want to do, right? And X could be the health, X could be the fitness, X could be travel. So whatever you want to do, go for it. Search it in, and I would happily say that you'd probably get a site that you could have. I recommend doing a blogging. I've never done blogging, but I know friends who have blogging. And for example, one guy does testosterone, right? And it's like testosterone.org. I think that's the website. And he's got great information on there. The blog about this supplement, and at the end there's a link for this supplement. Because it's such a great link, because it's such a great website, he's getting 50K a month. I believe that's what the person's earning. And that's just off one site. I hear he has four or maybe more. So there is an incredible potential long term. Not a day, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, not 3 months, not 4 months, not 5 months, not 6 months, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever months. Set some goals. If it's 12 months, you think, if I haven't got €1,000 back, I'm not doing this anymore. But at €1,000 after 12 months, or after 6 months, whatever you feel like is possible, then you know if you should continue on with this venture or you shouldn't continue on with this venture. So set some goals from that site, whatever site you get, and when you do that, you will know if you're moving or you're making progress. Go on the Fiverr, search in the business you want to have, get the gig. They will set it up for you. They will give you the login details, and now your work starts. Now the question starts: how do I get people to my site? So depending on your business, of course, if you're in the health industry, going into groups that people are in health and well-being, that's going to be where you want to go. You're not going to go into a library and start handing your business cards out. You can, but it's not the best idea. Where would be the best idea? The gym, right? So you can hand out business cards. You can talk to your neighbors, every single one of your neighbors. You can message every single person on your Facebook or Instagram page or your TikTok or whatever page you're using nowadays. You can go onto you can text everyone in your contacts, right? You could then go to events and you can network. You can go to Google ads or Facebook ads / meta ads. You could go post it on Instagram. You can create up a page. You create a single page. You could then create some sort of blog, or if you're doing blog, don't do a blog, or you could go on other people's blogs, participate in their blogs, comment on people's blogs, go onto Instagram, Facebook, comment on their people's blogs with that account that you're logged into, get followers, start gaining traction. If you're on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, create reels, create stories, create stuff that's going to be in line with the content. You can then go on to podcasts. You can actually get on the podcast. You could even start a podcast. If you start a podcast, talk about this specific thing. If you're getting on podcasts, you can talk about your business. If you're if none of them work, just stop. I'm joking. There's a lot that I've just thrown at you, but the great question one guy prompted at our event yesterday for this particular thing, he actually didn't prompt a question. What he asked himself, it's a great question to ask himself, is we'll find out what the top five is. Okay, so from what I've just given you there, if you can rewind a couple of seconds, but if you can't, right, again, Instagram, create a page, don't create a page, comment on people's page, comment on people's TikToks, create Instagram ads. I'm running over this in case you can't rewind. I don't think you will be able to on Meetup. So if you're from other place and you're privileged to rewind, be grateful for that. Go on podcasts, get on podcasts, start a podcast, give Facebook ads, meta ads, go hand out business cards, talk to everyone in your contacts, talk to everyone, message everyone in your Instagram, Facebook, meta, create some sort of blog or get some flyers up around your local city, go to some sort of networking event, put it up on top of your billboards as you drive down the motorway, whatever it takes to get that traffic onto your site, and many thousands of traffic. So the reason I mention that again, if people don't have it recorded, but this person who asked himself a question, the question they prompted themselves was, what's the top five? What is the top five? So for your particular business that you start, what's the top five things that are going to get you the traffic? For example, if you create a course website, starting a podcast around individual courses actually sounds like a great idea. But starting a podcast around courses doesn't sound like a good idea. Reviewing each course, that sounds like an okay podcast idea. But is that a best idea? Would that be in your top five? Because it takes a lot of time to set up a podcast and start speaking, right? And you may have to review certain things. So that takes a lot of time. What about going on to people's, what about creating a page or Facebook group or Twitter account? There's another two. And when you do that, what about commenting on people who are in the industry? So if you've got a course website or if you've got a travel website, maybe contact an influencer in there saying, hey, we're doing a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway. Maybe you don't have to do that, but we'll give you a discount. Do whatever it takes to get that name out there. What is your top five for your business? You're not going to get this right first time. No way. You're not going to get it right first time. I think one of them has to be creating ads, right? One of them has to be running ads, should I say, on a continuous basis, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100 euro, dollars, pounds a day. Either one of them works. And of course, the more likely you're going to have a higher conversion, but you want to have a good site for that, right? You don't want to have a terrible site, or you don't want to just burn your money. So you want to be smart with that. Maybe you want to create multiple ads. I think that has to be in the top five, at least one of them. For example, for what I did with Quasi, is I created an Instagram page and a Twitter page. But Instagram, right, what I would do is I create reels. So think of these of, guess where this is, right? Uh, guess where this location is, and it'd be a picture, and it'd be a picture, and it'd be a picture, and people would just guess. Another one would be for a reel was like 5 things to do in this place. Right, so it's kind of linking up. And you can do this too if you want to create a travel website. I'm in no competition. I'm over here just hammering away on the coaching. So if you want to do that, um, do that. It's a good idea. I've already shown you. There's tens of thousands of travel websites out there. Tens of thousands. But you can create reels. So for example, the travel site reels sounds like a good idea. The more viral videos you get, the more viewers, more people are going to notice your website and come onto your page and click into your link. So if you want to do blogging, right? How many times a week do you want to blog? What type of products do you want to be affiliated to? Is it health and beauty? If you're a woman, do you want to do fashion products, or do you want to do some sort of is it some sort of beauty products? And you can become affiliate to all of them things. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible what you can do. Now, in order to get your blog content up, that's an interesting question. You'd have to have long-term SEO words, right? So every individual blog has SEO words, and eventually you're going to get more ranked on Google. But then you can also run ads. You can also comment on people's posts, because you're going to be on your computer, right? You're going to be typing. So you want to type into another blogger or an influencer. This is kind of building relationships now, right? Networking, but you want to comment on their post consistently. And when you comment on their post consistently, they're going to see it. Obviously, they're going to see it. So they might like it, they might reply to you. And the more you start commenting on their posts, here's a good idea. Create a list of 10 people that you want to engage with or are in the same industry or niche that you're in. And when you're in there, just every day, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10:30, 5 p.m., whatever it is, go onto their page, comment, or like their story, or do something that's in line, that's going to have a lot of relevance to whatever they're saying in the story. And it will all link back to you. It will all link back to your story. It will all link back to your page. Let's say you're doing a blog and you comment on someone's page. They click on your page. Oh my God, this is a great blog. Oh my God, there's a link. I get a discount. Amazing. Then they share it to their fans. Free share. It's amazing. It's not an overnight play. I can't express that to you enough. I wish it was for you. It can be. Don't rule it out that it's not. But don't do it for 2 weeks and go, well, this isn't working. No, you need to do it for the long haul. 5, 10. Do it for 2 years. Do a hosting for 2 years, and then come back. So another question, and I haven't actually thought of a question right now, but I'm just gonna talk and let my mind come up with a question that people would have asked yesterday. Is, well, someone mentioned yesterday that they've tried it and it didn't work. So it's an interesting question, right? Well, it's not really a question, it's kind of a statement that it didn't work. But what do you got to do? You got to do another idea. Or do you got to do another idea? Do you got to keep watering that ground for 5 years? Keep watering that bamboo tree? There's your way. So how I can explain this to you is all of the 10,000 travel websites have potential. All of the fitness and health websites have potential. All of the blog posts have potential. Every single news article has potential / news website. Every single one of them DOL websites has potential. But what's going to be the difference between all of them? What's going to be the difference between the ones that succeed and the other ones that don't? And I'll throw that question to you. I think it's pretty obvious to me. It's going to be the one that makes the most noise. It's going to be the one that gets the most traffic onto the website. And that's it. And as you create this website, that is all you need to focus on. Focus on it succeeding, by you building relationships, by you building a community, by you building fans, and you don't even have to be the face of anything. You can be behind the scenes, just tippity tappity tap, having fun. And you can be playful character behind the camera, you can be a serious character, you can be professional, or you can be eradicate. I know Ryanair, because I'm in the travel industry, I know Ryanair is like hilarious with their comments, and it's just crazy. And Paddy Power, if you're in betting, they're obviously hilarious with their videos they make. So you can do whatever way you want to do it. All of them are going to work. Every single one of them has the potential to work. But if you don't work them, they ain't going to work. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you say. Let me pull up a question or two here that I think could be relevant. So, okay, meet up. Hope you gained some immense value from this. A couple of minutes that we spent here. I've actually gone over the time I thought I was going to spend here, but I think it's been beneficial to anyone who's listening and anyone who wants to start up something. So, give me a second. Getting a little bit distracted on the phone. You know how that happens. You might say, "Oh, well, this is unprofessional." It doesn't actually matter. We've had 42 minutes of incredible work. Okay, so would you talk about lifting an online business off the ground, how you might drive traffic to upskill? I might be asking things along those lines. Here's two questions. So the first question, would you talk about lifting an online business off the ground? Lifting the business off the ground is very simple in terms of going on the Fiverr, getting the site done. When you start making some serious income, you're going to have to look at some sort of rules, regulations. You're going to have to look at some sort of tax. You're going to have to integrate some sort of Stripe payment, or PayPal payment, whatever way you want, or Wave. I hear that's one in America. You're going to have to be able to receive funds. So you're going to have to integrate that into your business. So you'll have to set up a Stripe account. I recommend Stripe. When you set that up, great, perfect. Now all your stuff's trackable. Then you get your kind of terms and conditions, and they're going to be set basically as a pre-template for the gig you go with. The website is just a template, and they just give you the template with different words. And then you go into the terms and conditions, and it says like, "Hi, this is name, your business, whatever one you decided to go with. This is our terms and conditions." You don't really have to read them. It kind of highlights, they will highlight, maybe they will, maybe they won't. I haven't done every single gig in the whole world, but they'll highlight the terms and conditions of where you need to replace and put in your name. When you do the terms and conditions, or you do your Stripe payments, that's amazing. You've got to get a domain. That's going to be something that I didn't mention at the start. You've got to get a domain, and you get a domain from GoDaddy.com. Okay, just one word, GoDaddy.com. You can get one from it's got web hosting. Okay, so web hosting is again something that at the start is going to be like F in hell. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be like, what the heck have I got myself into? But if you've got a good gig and they want to succeed, like they want to get 5-star reviews, so they're probably. I've jumped on a call with 2 people from Fiverr, and they've helped immensely. They've just said, okay, here's what you need to do. Share your screen. You go here, you go there, you go there, and we're set up. So get the domain. Then you put it on a web hosting server, right? And they log into the web hosting server. You got to trust them on that. Which they want a 5-star review. They've probably got already reviews, so they're gonna log in, and they're gonna just upload the template of the website. Done. Amazing. You've then integrated your Stripe because you set up your Stripe. You've got your terms and conditions. Maybe you want to ask them about that. Eventually, you're gonna have to look at your taxes. Don't look at it the first week, the second week. This is not something to be concerned about. Start being concerned about that when you start making massive amounts of money. Put away whatever percent it is in your country. If it's 20%, if it's 19, if it's 21, if it's 23, if it's 40, whatever it is, put that percent away until when you get that big lump sum. Put that percent away until you start talking to an accountant. That's something that I'm not going to be able to help you with. When you do that, you've basically got everything set up from the ground. You've got the domain, you've got your integration of your way to be paid. You've probably got to have to get signed up with affiliate links. Okay, so when you do that, this question has evolved into a lot of good things for all of us here. There's a lot of information being thrown at you, but make sure you have a little pen and paper. I'm saying make sure you have a pen and paper. We're 45 minutes in. If you don't have a pen and paper, I don't know what you've been doing. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because this is something that you can massively benefit from. When you get your domain, you got your Stripe payment, you got your terms and conditions, you will uh, you will need to start looking at maybe strategies in terms of getting what is going to be my best plan of action here. What's going to be the thing that's going to help me get to my next levels of success? What's going to be the thing that's going to help me get to what's going to be the next thing that gets me to I said 45 minutes, by the way. I only see we're recording for 41 minutes, so that's my bad. Bad on the time there. Okay, so when you get your terms, your Stripe, your template set up, right? I lost my train of thought a couple of moments ago as I interrupted myself. But then you get a strategy. So what's going to be the top 5? What's the things that's going to get you off the ground? And then you got to do them on a consistent basis. Schedule some time each day to do that and focus on that each day. And you're going to have a roller coaster of a journey. You're going to go, oh, well, this is amazing. I've just got X amount of views, clicks on my website. Amazing. I got my first pay. Amazing. It's all going to be fascinating. But then nothing maybe happens for a while. What are you going to do then? Are you going to fall into that trap where if something goes wrong or something's not going your way, are you going to give up? Because that's what a person who would give up would do. When it's not going their way, they give up. You can't do that. It's kind of like being in a relationship. And when you're in a relationship, you say, nah, I don't want that. Nah, no, I don't want to hug. What happens? You get distant. But then you don't want to hug the next time because you're distant. And then it gets further and it gets further away. It's crazy. So if you're feeling down and you want to stop, of course you want to stop because you're feeling down. But you've affirmed yourself that I'm not good enough to continue this. I've affirmed that I'm not going to go further. It's a ridiculous trap. It's a ridiculous trap. If you're feeling down, you're going to have ups and downs throughout this journey. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. It's going to be one that's very fulfilling. It's going to be one that's very exciting. But you're going to have parts that are down. And when they're down, more likely, I've never heard anyone quit when they're up here. Never heard anyone quit. I've heard them quit when they're down here. I'm thinking now I've heard maybe, sports stars quit when they're at the top. But that's after all of this. Yeah. That's when they've gone like, Jesus, they're up here and they're having these type of problems. Not down here. You're not going to hear people quit when things are going good. Unless they've completely, they're leaving the company. Maybe that's an exit strategy for you. What are you going to do in 15 years when your company's worth X amount? I can't tell you enough how much. I can't tell you how much dreams aren't going to work unless you do. Period. Full stop. So, with that being said, I'm Guy Coach Clinton. Check out my Instagram. Reach out to me if you want to reach out to me. I'm doing high ticket coaching, so it's going to be pretty expensive, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? Yeah. I also do a small group coaching in terms of for people who set up this business and they don't have X amount of funds, but they just want to be held accountable to them actions. Okay. If you want that, DM me on Instagram. If you don't want that, amazing. Join the free Bulletproof community. Right? The Bulletproof community is through my podcast.